Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all the news after week number 7 of our Columbus Aviators franchise, where the Aviators picked up a victory over the Houston Texans to improve to 4-3 on the season. And our defense really stepped up, making some big time plays, including scoring 2 defensive touchdowns on the day. However, the interception slider might have been a little overblown last time. It was something I knew I was going to have to experiment. I certainly didn't think moving it up so little would increase it by that much, but it also could have come into play with adjusting the coverage sliders. However, the way the game played out really felt pretty awesome to me. I definitely think we're getting closer and closer to having what we want in a slider set, because that played out pretty well. Outside those interceptions, we got a lot of sacks this week. However, our team ultimately has kind of been struggling getting to the quarterback so far this season, and nothing was adjusted in those sliders, so that was just a fluke game. And maybe the interceptions were too, and kind of result to that. I don't really know, but either way, the opponents ran the ball well. The completion percentage was fine. The score was a little bit higher, but that could have been fluctuated by the big-time defensive plays as well. Ultimately, I think it was pretty solid. Obviously, little adjustments could always be made here and there, but I'm pretty happy with the results so far. We have Marcus Mariota coming back. That is going to be huge for this team. Going ahead and looking over here, you can see we won and the Colts won, so we each have 4 wins, but the Texans and Jaguars are right on our heels. This is going to be a very big game because one team is going to jump ahead in the division here, and the Colts beat us earlier in Indianapolis. This is going to be the rematch, and we will be at home, and we're going to have Marcus Mariota playing the game. That's going to be huge for our team. He really is a much better quarterback than Patrick was. So, what did I do wrong? There we go. There we go. I found it. All right. So, interceptions again. That was probably a little bit too high. Move that down to 52. And I wonder if moving that down, I don't know, man. I can't imagine it changing that much. Maybe it was just a fluke of a game for us. I don't really know, but 5 interceptions is quite a lot. So we will try to move it down and kind of see if that adjusted. Prior to that, we really weren't getting many interceptions at all. So let's go ahead and look at the weekly awards, and then we'll look at our division awards as well. So Russell Wilson, 26 of 41, 325 yards, 3 passing touchdowns for him. Shimbo with 13 tackles and 2 sacks. And Bradley Roby getting there for the Aviators, 6 tackles, 2 interceptions, and a touchdown. And then Percy Harvin, 8 catches, 140 yards, and 4 touchdowns for him. A monster game with the Denver Broncos there. So let's go ahead and check out the stats within the division here. It's moving around so quickly. Andrew Luck having a breakout season. Welcome back, good sir. He has really been struggling throughout the previous seasons, and this one he seems to finally have his act back together. He torched our defense in that last game. We really need to step up more against him with this one. 116.1 quarterback rating, 1,800 yards, 18 touchdowns, 4 interceptions for him. Mariota right behind him. He was injured in the first matchup. He will be back for this. 99.3 quarterback rating, 924 yards, 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Osweiler on this list with 9 touchdowns and 7. And then Dalton Crosby, 8 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, all thrown against us in that last game. Out of character for him compared to what he had been doing throughout the season. Monte Ball, 142 carries, 594 yards, and nobody even close to him. Tavon Austin actually going to be number 2 on this list. Trey Mason, 3, Bishop Sankey, 4, Marshawn Lynch, 5. In terms of running yards per carry, that's a little skewed stat there. Austin continues to get it done. However, Austin doesn't have a great yards per carry as the #1 back, I've learned. He really is better in a different role. In his time as a starter, you haven't seen that quite as much, but 6 touchdowns on the season for him. Carlos Hyde with 5, Bishop Sankey with 3, Trey Mason with 3. Quite a few players here with 2. Receiving the ball, DeAndre Hopkins leading the way with 41 catches. Curtis Harden, 36. Jalen Strong, 35. Allen Robinson, 34. And Parker Hester, 34. Here is Sean Hardy, the rookie for the Colts. 9 touchdowns on the season. He is killing it, and he pretty much may have revived Andrew Luck's career, as he is really looking good this season. And Sean Hardy, obviously a big reason for that. Tavon Austin with 5 catches. So on the season right now, he has 11 total touchdowns, including the rushing touchdowns as well. and we are thrilled to have him on board. Parker Hester with 4, Curtis Harden with 2, Strong, a bunch of players here with 2, and we really need to do a better job, including Jatirian Russell, of getting some of our receivers involved again. Defenses have really done a great job of kind of starting to lock them down, and we're not seeing a lot of big-time plays like we had in previous seasons. Trenton McKnight leading the way with 76 tackles, Romorius Culliver with 71, and Ray Maluga with 71. Sacks, we got 10 for Derek Morgan, 6.5 for Watt and Clowney here. Justin Brown with 5. Josh Gardner, the rookie defensive end for the Jaguars with 4. Avery Williamson 3. Casey 3. And Derek Marks with 3 as well. Interceptions, 4 for Bradley Roby, 3 for D. Milliner, and Warner here with 3 as well. Robinson, Jones, and Smith each with 2. Fumbles forced, let's see what we got. Whoops. Fumbles forced, 2 for Warner. Reyes, there we go, and Marqueston Huff, the former Aviator, doing well there. Fumble recoveries is what I meant to look at here, and that actually was what I looked at before. So fumbles forced, 3 for Marqueston Huff. Wow. Derek Morgan with 3 and Warner with 2. Blocks, anything? Nope. Safeties, 1 safety for JJ Watt. Defensive touchdowns, Reyes with 2, Roby with 2, Warner with 1, and John Baptiste, who had that against us, with 1 as well. Kicking, 12 of 14 for Gay, 11 of 12 for Bullock, 8 of 10 for Johnson, and 7 of 10 for Crosby. They have a rookie punter there. Kick returns, let's see, average is going to be Reggie Kelly, 28.2. Boswell coming in at number 2, and Sean Sutton actually down the list quite a bit there. Punt returns, and Boswell leading this list as well, doing a good job in the return game for us, the rookie out of East Carolina. Guys, that is going to be it for this episode. We have already seen the Indianapolis Colts roster, and the question is, can this defense hold up against them for this next game? Andrew Luck torched our defense. He is having a killer season, and we are definitely going to need to really bring our A game if we're going to escape with the victory here. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in Week 8 as we take on the Indianapolis Colts. Later.